Hello and welcome to Jordan's Journey Journal. My name happens to be Jordan. Today's date is December number 12/8/2020. Almost to Christmas, almost to the new year. I hope you guys spend it with your family, but Corona is still not in the clear. Today's journal is just a recap. Not really, it's more like me talking to Jay. Just seeing what the dude really has to say. So without further ado, as always, let's get into the journal written by you dude. The beat, of course, is by Envoy. Falling in Love, which I hope to do one day. But this one is not about that. This one is just about your boy. Hey Jay. It's been a while since we talked, and I'm glad that you and your brother took that walk. Though the cold always tends to make you sad, seems like you two are getting a lot closer, and that's rad. And when it comes to your ex, you'll have your closure, so just pass. When it comes to the checks, you gotta be more discreet. When it comes to money, my G, you just have to save and then you can actually breathe. Now, this one might be short, but I have to retort that you've been doing so much good work, that you've been getting stronger every day. And though your job that actually pays may not be lasting for too much longer, you still have love for life in every way, and that's what really makes you stronger. From the times when it gets hard to smile to when you want to beat yourself up and those tears are no crocodile. But I'll tell you this, Miles, your morals have turned dials, and you can always find a way to look at the world like a child. Your imagination can run wild, but be thankful for this kid, that you have friends in spades and you didn't even have to use your 3 wishes. You have been doing so good. It's just about taking the time to see where you should. Put your energy in places that could bear more fruit in the end. Friend. Look, I know you like DJing, but this mix is more about balance, so spin that on your head. Everything good comes to you with patience, and heaven knows that you should really use this time to rest. You go 1,000,000 miles an hour, son, and you really only need to walk, not run. Life, as I say, is long. You have time, so don't focus on it all being gone. You have ideas that will bring you great success, and when you look in the mirror, you can see your pecs growing strong, so flex your chest. Look, the work you have put in is showing off, but you should work regardless of the end result. Remember, King, you're no queen, but the gambit that you play, even if you hate, is still chess. I know you don't like to think ahead, but when you finally rest, you'll know regardless you have done your very best. On to the next life, on to the next page, on to the book that's growing bigger and bigger with every day, and realize that you have been writing it in every way, with every breath, step, and samurai paid, not slayed. I love you, Jay. From one space cowboy soul to another, your Anarchy and older brother. Much love, take care, and don't forget to wash your goddamn hair. Your dude, Jay Alexander. And now for a quick poem by who? By Jay. Who wrote him? This one is again about a space samurai who resembles me, your dude, your guy. Rest easy, young space samurai. The world is a harsh place. This I truly cannot lie. But you have good people by your side. You have a trusty blade that can use a sharpen. You have a good lute that with practice will play like a harpman. You have a person, but let's keep it as friends. And on the day that you rest, know that with every foul strike, missed opportunity, that it was just bringing you closer to me. And that from one samurai to his G, I love you, man. With every word, stroke, and bird, you are fulfilling your destiny. Just choose to believe. Now, with me, breathe. Stress can best, but you have love inside your chest. So do me a favor and spread like a virus. Now, samurai, rest. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to Jordan's Journey Journal. Today was short, but I liked it a lot. Remember, if you want to stick around for the recorded segment and potentially a Patreon spot, hang out. Remember to donate, subscribe, like. You don't have to ring the bell, but I just like it anyway. Anyway, let's turn on the camera. Double clap this bitch in. Alright, you ready for the double clap to bring you back, 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 bring you back. Hello, and welcome to Jordan's Journey Journal, the recorded segment where I just kind of freestyle and talk. I actually kind of want to smoke a little bit, if that's cool. I've been doing lavender, and it is actually really nice, to be honest. It takes me off cigarettes and tobacco and nicotine, and as far as I know, it's a whole lot better for you. It's still smoking, but, you know, it's something. And I bought myself a pipe because it's just a whole lot easier. But, yeah, things have been going really good. I mean, like, it's not the best. Sorry, here, let me get this thing out of my mouth. Things have been going really good. It's not the best always. I am struggling. Depression, mildly, little bit kicking in. But it's more of just like, I was talking to my friend Sarah, and it's more like I have the constant need to just create and create and create, and if I'm not doing 50 different things, I feel like I'm wasting time. And the biggest thing for me right now is realizing that it's okay to do one thing and just focus on that one thing and really hone that craft. Like, I haven't written in a month, probably. I wrote something that's very dark that I don't want to share, but I didn't want that. It was coming from a place of anger and hate and sadness and depression. It didn't turn out right, and it wasn't Falling in Love by Envoy, you know, if I can plug my friend. It wasn't that. So I want to get back to writing about myself and writing about things that make me happy. Because at the end of the day, the stuff you put into your body, this is the stuff that you're going to get out, you know? So, yeah, I'm trying to make sure to work out every day, to eat better, to get my life back on track, to go to college next semester, to really own myself and own my work and do the best that I can every single day. You know, I've been waking up mad early. Early-ish. Like 9 is the latest that I usually get up typically. I've been going to bed earlier. I feel better, you know, and it's awesome because like a few months ago when I hopped out of rehab, if you look maybe at some of my earlier posts, I don't know how many I have, you can definitely tell that like it wasn't the best for me. Rehab was a really good experience, but I wasn't at the best place in my life. I felt very stuck. You know, I was doing the same thing every day. I was getting up at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It wasn't good. And it was because I feel like I didn't have a focus. I wasn't in my space. I wasn't doing what made me happy. And I'm glad that I'm here now. And with such a short amount of time as well. Like, I have one of my best friends, Sarah, back in my life, which I'm very happy about. Me and my dad are getting a little bit better. Me and my ex are not the best right now, but that's more on me than her. You know, I'm talking to this new person, and she's fucking fantastic, and I'm like, that's awesome. Me and my ex, the other ex, is still friends, and I'm happy about that, you know? Everything is going really, really well. I'm meeting some dope people, even though Corona sucks, and even though I can't see or hang out, even though we still do the S4M on Chucks and stuff like that, and do that kind of stuff. I'm making it work, and we're making it work, and it's fucking fantastic to see that, you know, because of the new moon and because of all of that stuff, if you want to believe in it. I halfway believe in it, but like, everybody that I've seen and know is on some type of upswing. And it's amazing to be 24 and have like this vision of the world, my reality or my world, and see it all come to fruition, you know, slowly but surely. I was talking with my friend Mariano last night, and he was like, you know, all the people from our local town are like developing music and art, and we're all coming together, and it's fucking amazing. We live in Connecticut of all places, you know, not hating Connecticut, I fucking live here, chief, but like, it's just crazy to see, you know, as the snow sits outside, know that you can still dust off your ride, you know, even though the shit, I don't like winter, but even though it's like really kind of shitty outside, you can still kind of get in your whip and drive around, you know, it's fucking sick to see. And to all the people out there who are watching this, you know that even if you're in a tough spot, even if the world does seem to be crushing you at every single point in time, every single day, and you just want to die, know that if you live for one more day, it gets a little bit better. Hopefully. I hope that for you. I know that you have a dude, this guy, in your fucking corner, you know? I'm blessed to be surrounded by the people and poochies that care for me and that love me and that support me in every venture that I go into and give me great solid advice and really again are there for me. And I hope and I know that I am that person to them. I hope that I'm that person to them, but I know that I'm that person to them. And I hope to be that person to you. You know, I hope to be your oasis, my dude. You know, you're having a bad day, you just turn on Jordan's Journey Journal or whatever the fuck I happen to be posting, and, you know, you realize that your boy's doing good, and therefore you can do good as well. You know, this world is a really shitty, dark place. People have done really shitty, dark things. And there's still light at the end of the tunnel. You know, Corona will end. The world will end. Corona will end. And then we just get to happy vacaciones. We just get to go on vacation. And I can't wait for the day, dog. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is 10 minutes. I feel like that's a pretty good segment. I might do the Patreon special if you guys want to see the boy go a little bit off into disco land. Speaking of disco, I've been DJing and I fucking love it. I have a controller. It's called the Hercules Starlight by Serato. It's fucking sick, and I've been doing some mixes on there. I go to my local guitar center and chop it up on their machine, and that's actually pretty fun. I'm really liking it. It's really something, and I'll post it. You've seen, if you look at my channel, you've seen a few videos of me doing it. I think maybe just like one's posted, but still, there's something, and everything's going in a positive direction, and it's like, it's amazing. Even though days are sometimes dark, even though thoughts are sometimes darker, it still kind of pushes through. You know, it's that positive attitude. Can do. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's hit it to the Patreon special. If you got a deuce, deuce, and I'll catch you in the next one. Don't noose. What does that mean? Don't kill yourself. Life gets better. I'm telling you. Just saying. Anyway, clapping it. Patreon special. Zimwa, how are you? Zimwa. I'm doing well, Chief. Zimwa. You know, I know you're doing better. I know you see better. I know you live better. But Zimwa, you are. Zimwa. The son of God. What does that mean? The son of your God. Zimwa. That doesn't mean you're Jesus. Doesn't mean you're Lucifer. Doesn't mean you're shit. You know who you are? Jordan, bitch. Zimwa. Love your life. Zimwa. You know, I love to see you spin with disco stick over there. Zimwa. You do your thing every single day. Zimwa. And I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud to see that you do you every single day of the week. As hard as it is to do certain things, and as hard as you have been. Zimwa. On yourself, Chief. Zimwa. Know that in the end, everything comes through. Everything pulls through. And you are what? God of this goddamn universe that belongs to you. And again, that doesn't mean that Jordan thinks he's the Messiah, some shit, cult starting soon. But Zimwa, you know, it's more like you're top dog in your life, dude, as you should be. Zimwa, just saying. So who am I talking to now? Yeah, Zimwa. Yourself, but Zimwa. Let's say like 40 years in the future. Yeah, Zimwa, just about. Remember that time dilates sometimes. Zimwa. You know what that means. Zimwa. You can come back and forth and do your thing. Technology is fucking amazing, I'll tell you. And lavender's even better. Zimwa. Why? The taste, the smell, the aroma, the fact that it's not fucking tobacco. I'm like, Zimwa. It's so nice. And Zimwa. And how's your lady? Zimwa. She's doing well. Zimwa. You know, give kisses every day. Zimwa. Little Kiki. Zimwa. Yeah, you say that, but you don't even know. And I'm like, Zimwa. Because eventually, Jordan, you eventually find someone. And that's the important part, you know? Zimwa, you do you, as you do, every day of the week, as you say, up and down that street. Zimwa. Doing the dishes to the dirty. Zimwa. Till they're dirty. Zimwa. Excuse me. Zimwa. But yeah, dude. So you want to do some drawing? I would love to do some drawing, actually. Let's do some spiritual readings for myself. Alright, Bosch, what you got? Let's see. Yeah, that just needs to be cleared, but you're good. Okay, Zimwa, what you got? Jordan, I'm very happy to say and announce. And I'm glad that you think of me. Thought passed, Jordan choose to block it out. In a good way, it was a good thought, but you know, some things you gotta omit. Just saying, I'm glad you think of me. Every day of the week, God. Every day of the week, you know. And love. Zimwa. You know you're cute. And I'm like, I try. Anyway, you're talking about me, and I'm like, yeah, dude. You're the chick. Potentially. We'll always see. Zimwa. As you say, as you breathe, as you do, as you see. Jordan, do you mean about me? And I'm like, yeah, every day, dude. How do you know? And I'm like, sometimes you just kind of feel it. But again, number 4, exactly, the 4th girlfriend. Number 4 would be pretty cool, dog. Zimwa. Probably the one that just kind of sticks around for a little bit. Zimwa. No disrespect to any of my others. Zimwa. I'm a very weird man. Zimwa. It takes a while for you to kind of get used to the flow in me. But Zimwa. You do. Anyway, I just want to give you a kiss on your forehead and say Zimwa. Know that I love you. Know that death signs your name. And know that you are just the same. Right? Every day of the week, dude. No matter what state of mind you find yourself in, everything is prescribed like martini to gin. Zimwa. You know, it's a necessary thing. It's a necessary key, chief. Zimwa, Zimwa. And just because you don't believe does not mean that you will not see. Zimwa. What? Happiness one day does not mean that, you know, you won't spin on your disco stick. It doesn't mean that you can't throw it in the air and hit Nick. Zimwa. But you would never do that, would you? No, not really. Murder is next on the list, but I don't really think I need to do that in this life. Why? Zimwa. Because in a past one, I was Ono the samurai. And Zimwa, Zimwa, he was not a nice dude. Zimwa. But again, don't need to get into it. Zimwa, Zimwa. It is your story. It is your belief. He has redemption, and it is amazing to see. Zimwa, Zimwa. In more ways than one, son, you are the chosen one. Zimwa, Zimwa, Zimwa. But you have to believe it first, hun. Zimwa. Why? It was going out to the homies, going out to you. You did some stuff, and you know what you do. Why? You did acid, and you figured out some shit. But Zimwa, you know, you kind of keep it mildly lit. Really? Yeah. Jordan is like a constant flame that just does not really put itself out. Really? Yeah, no, Zimwa, Zimwa. He just kind of kicks it. Zimwa, Zimwa. In life, like Zimwa, Zimwa. But the thing is, everybody can do that. Zimwa, Zimwa. You just got to find your skill. You know, what if I chose to pick up the pen and not the Sharpie? What if I chose to pick up the fountain and not the marker? Zimwa. Everything is a choice, but I believe that everything in a certain way, paradoxically, is predestined, yet you still have, again, choice. Zimwa, you know, God is writing the book. God, you know, God is writing the book, and you are writing it, and you're giving him editorial notes. You're writing it right beside him. You know, he has the grand scheme, the grand plan, but understand from the man Jordan that he understands you more over and more deeply than you could even suspect. Because I can't even tell you. It's a lot of balloons. It is a lot of balloons, Mike. Hi, Mike. It's a lot of balloons. Sorry. Mwah, focusing. God got you in every single way, man. Whether you believe in him or not. Higher power. You can believe that a fish is God. You know? Why? Because a fish gives you life if you eat it. A fish also can give you some entertainment if you watch it swim. Zimwa, Zimwa. But the fish is always going to do him. Zimwa, Zimwa. Regardless of gender, race, sexuality, or creed. Indeed, know that you are from the same seed. The universe, Stardust, has you in its eyes. So as we round about 20 minutes, know that this is the reason why. Zimwa. You can speak the language too. Zimwa, Zimwa. All it takes is a little bit of research and introspection, my dude. Zimwa, Zimwa. I want to learn guitar, bass, and piano. Drums would be pretty nice as well. Zimwa, Zimwa. Maybe golf with my dad. Maybe understand how to really cook. Maybe vibe in a cemetery for a hot second. But I already did that. So look, Zimwa is the word. Why? Because universe has it, man. Universe heard. Apparently, it can be, in a scientific sense, a way to process the OCD that rests inside my head. But when you understand what I have been through, understand that I always got you. Up and down the street, every day of the week. That's why I do what I do, dude. That's why I look at the window and only address you when I need to. You know, I'm looking at a million and two other things. I say I'm watching stock, but I'm watching everything. You know, the world today, as I say, is very divided, and it's very hard to see that we're not one big family. Watch when Corona ends and bars open up and clubs come back, and how people understand that, damn, Jordan really is Samurai Jack. And how, even though that could be a falsehood, he understands it under his own hood. You know, the things that he says, the things that come up, often are kind of like a good pair of Chucks. They stick around, and they actually get better with time. You understand that he's living his life the way he sees it, and his wife is definitely fine and a dime. In High Point Sunshine, while he's sipping wine, eating Chick-fil-A, even though they homophobes and hate pretty much everybody in every way. Make a damn fine chicken sandwich. That's why I'm going to inspect. Say that I can probably make a better one. Thanks, Josh Weissman. You know, there's always a workaround to everything. And regardless of if you can paint or sing, know that you are king. of your own life, of your own reality, in any way you choose. Just realize that you got nothing else to lose by believing in you. By believing in you. So Stardust and my dudes, remember to respect Envoy. Pay him a visit. He has a Bandcamp. Everything linked in the description. Subscribe, like, do all that shit. Patreon, still accepting donations. Thanks to Jesse, by the way, for donating. I really appreciate you watching my videos. You're the homie, you know. But yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Hope you have a good one. Be easy, Space Samurais. And as I say the sign off, remember, Jordan doesn't lie. Occasionally lies. The wise man says that lies can lie under head, but whence the truth comes out, know that he will be the first one to shout and not say I'm out. Alright, sign off. What is it? It's been a minute. Alright, Space Samurais and Stardust alike, I will see you on the next hike. Just look for Jordan on his mountain bike. And what is it? Roy Lars, that's what it is. Roy Lars is on Mars, smoking bars that are not Xanax and Klonopin. So remember, before you do drugs, take a sip of gin and recognize that everything that you already needed was within. I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Envoy, play me out as you do. I'll catch you guys later. And now the super Patreon special where there's no fucking thing. It's like, Jordan, it's fucking awesome. You're back. And I'm like, dude, I know. I've been back for a while. I've been working on all this stuff, man. But I want to do this more. This is very cathartic, as I always say. You know, as I try to smoke my pipe and it fails, but I realize that that's just life sometimes, dog. You know, it's just life. And sometimes you shouldn't be smoking on camera, especially when you don't really know your audience yet. You know, again, you write to yourself, you write beautiful poetry. You're gonna write a book soon. If anything, you could just compile all these and just put them into a tome, into a text, and just, you know, here's the daily journals of your boys. As you do, as you live, as you exist, as we all vibe together, my kid. Because remember, at the end of the day, people grow up, grow wiser. They understand stuff about incisors and why their original purpose was here. And wow, I'm trying to tell you, man. Smile from ear to ear. What if memories can be traced back? Which ones would you go back to? And when, my dude? 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 Just saying. The future's pretty cool. Not that I've been there or anything. You know, not that I've seen shit. But I can predict. Just as I can't really see the weather, but it could hit. Anyway, guys. Be easy to yourself. Take care. And don't forget to wash your mo-fucking hair. I will catch you on the next episode. With love, Jay and Jordan. Alexander. Smoke this shit, man. That's nice. Also, shout out to Farrah. Hooking me up with that good lavender. Every day of the week, up and down that motherfucking street. Goddamn. Be easy, ma'am. Shout out to Jesse, too, for being just a generally cool dude. Zimwa. Be easy.